Okay, what's going on? My name's Austin, and I fish. This is a shorter video than normal. It was a lot of fun to film. Exciting day. A lot happened. Drama-filled video. So I'll touch on a couple things here. Which the first one, and the most obvious and big thing is I dropped my phone. You'll see what happens there. Just ignorance from me. I wasn't holding on to it well, and you'll see what happens. Yeah, and then the other thing, we had someone come in on us pretty close. And what I'll say is, I don't have an issue with people fishing by me or fishing the same thing I'm fishing on. What I don't like is you're fishing one clump of trees or brush pile 150 yards away ish, and then you see me catch a decent fish, 2.5, 3-pounder, and you come to the other, like I'm talking. So this area there's a creek channel, it's a turn, and there's a clump of trees around it, and they go out. There's a bunch of ridges that have trees on them that people fish, and they were originally fishing one of the ridges over there, and hill, or like one of the hills, and they see me catch a fish, and I'm talking not 3.5 minutes later, are on the other side of my tree. And they sat there for 30 minutes, and they didn't fish their way over. They fished a little bit, saw me catch that fish, decided to put down the trolling motor and troll on over to where I was, and just fish there. So I ended up, I was pretty upset. Like, they literally just sat on the other side of the street, casted, and there's stuff. They're actually didn't tell them this or anything, but the opposite side is actually the better side where they should have been casting, but instead they were fishing the tree that I was on because they caught it. So they clearly weren't looking, like they don't know the lake. They were fishing what I was fishing on purpose, right? Because the other side is actually the better side. It's where you've seen me catch a lot of big fish. My biggest fish out of here came off the tree that they were literally sitting on top of. So like, they clearly, it wasn't someone who knows the area and knows this tree. They just saw me catch a fish and came over. It's pretty frustrating, and it wouldn't have been a big deal had they came up and been fishing down that line of trees and like moved back or moved on and fished it for a minute or a couple casts. No, they came over, they power pulled down, and they sat on the exact tree I was on and cast on the other side of it right after I caught a fish. So that's frustrating. So I left. I moved around. I fished in there for a bit, and then I ended up moving way back into another area, which is where the phone incident happens. I called that fish a 4. It was really long. It wasn't very fat. It's probably 3.5. Looking back at it, obviously a heck of a lot of energy after dropping my phone in the lake. It is what it is. You'll see what happens. So that area, I have gone back. I've caught another 4 out of there, an actual 4.6-8. I weighed it. I have pictures of it. I might throw them on screen, but I wasn't filming. I was out with a buddy, and he was fishing off my back deck. So, and then I think it's going to be a very good area. I haven't been out. I've only been out twice since the trip I caught that 4 on, and I went out. And there's another video coming out. The next video that comes out on this channel, you'll see I catch another pretty good sized fish. I'm not going to tell you the size, but I was pretty happy with that too. Yeah, so that is it. That's kind of the gist of this video. Let me check my notes. Yeah, I'll just touch on, again, some people, one of my buddies actually is like, you should have said something to those guys who moved to the other side of the tree. Ultimately, guys, when stuff like this on the water happens, it's just best to leave it. I mean, if I'm in a tournament situation, yeah, I would have been like, hey, get off my effing tree. You know what I mean? Like, you just saw me catch a fish here and come over. But like, to be honest, it's a 16,400 acre lake. And that day there were probably 10 boats at the boat ramp that I was at, which is the biggest boat ramp on the lake by far, most used. So maybe 15 boats in the lake. 5 of them are always sitting on the bridge fishing for crappie. And so literally there was 5 other boats. I was the first one in this area. 5 boats pull up while I was there, including these guys. The rest of them obviously gave plenty of space, like you do. You fish the area. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care. People even fish by me on the same tree, right? If you're gonna come by and like, hey, hop around me, keep going. Like I don't care, right? We can move opposite directions, same. I don't care. But don't like right when I catch a fish, you come up and sit on the exact tree. Like you're clearly just poaching my spot. Like it's just that kind of behavior and not saying anything, not even asking. Like clearly just being like, hey, I'm gonna fish your spot that I saw you catch a fish on right now. It's just shitty. It's just not a sportsman thing to do, in my opinion. I mean, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I didn't say anything. I don't want to start an argument on the water. I fished tournaments in college and I fished tournaments like local tournaments, and had it been something like that, I probably would have said something. But honestly, like just out day fishing, filming a video, like, I don't care that much. It's ridiculous. It's rude. It's like I said, 16,000 acre lake with probably 15 boats on it that day. It just shows the kind of fishermen they are. They can't find their own spot. So it is what it is. Yeah, that's it. It's a really windy day. You'll see how windy it was. But ultimately, good day of fishing. Caught, I think, 5 or 6 in this video, something like that. And some quality. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Have a good day, and please, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about I mean, it wasn't really an interaction. I let them be and I left. If you think I should have said something, yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Set my drag a little bit. Decent fish. I guess my drag had been somehow adjusted. Whatever. It's a little 2-pounder. Hopefully that's not all we catch today. Go back here and fish this right here. Two and a half, 3-pounder right there. Right in the top of the mouth is where you want them. Good fish. Other fish, 3-pounder.
to do, but I'll sit there and watch a good bit of it.
I did that to Tristan's video the other day.
Oh, yeah. Well, because that's my thing.
Hello?
Hey, got an issue.
What happened?
Well, you might be wondering why I'm calling you on my work phone.
I am, yes. But also not, because you don't have good signal out there.
Yeah, well, my other phone's at the bottom of the lake with Michael on it, so.
Oh.
Yeah.
You really need a new screen protector anyway, so this might work out for us.
Hold on, I just dropped my phone in the water. On video, by the way, I'm recording, and it caught a 4-pounder as I did it, so. Sick. All right, I'm letting this fish go. I think that's a big fish. I didn't get the best hook set in him. It's not a giant, but it is big. It's a good one for sure. I'll stay out of the trolling motor. He's definitely big. He's definitely big and strong. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Different genetics or something. Jeez. 3, 3, 2. Dude, only 3 for this fish. Look at how, look at how fat that thing is. These fish are crazy, but look how short it is. That's like I said. Look how short this fish is. But dude, just a ball. A butterball. Look at the mouth. Golly. I think it's going to be big. Wow. These bulldog bass are different, man. There she goes. Ooh. Maybe, just maybe, I'll have some crankbait luck here. Just maybe. Thing. Okay. Well, I lied. I can imagine catching a small little bassy poo. Dude, max on the trolling motor. Jesus Christ. What is this guy up to? What are you doing, bud? Alright. Little guy. Bye-bye to the little guy.